this in retrospect all you want, but that's not really going to help. That's like when gas was really expensive under Joe Biden, and I said, well, the first month he was in office, it was really cheap, therefore it was lower. Like, that would be a stupid fucking thing to say. Mr. Marley, I'm really, really concerned that you don't understand nuance. I don't understand why anybody on the right doesn't understand nuance at all. It's wild to me. You're right. Presidents don't typically control gas prices. But as the other Trump supporter in the comment section said, when you go to war in the Middle East, gas goes up. So, us going to war causes the gas to go up. So in that situation, yes, it does. Well, Kevin, you guys cried all the last 4 years. So softies cry, that means you guys were softies for the last 4 years because all you guys did was cry about fucking gas and groceries. That is all you guys cried about. Spending? How did spending cause gas to go up? Mind you, Biden did not spend more than Trump's first term, so I don't know how that would have caused it to go up. If that was true, then it would have went up during Trump's first term. All right. All right. Hit the request button if you want to come on up, okay? No duh. Super on two. No duh. What a great explanation. It's like we didn't know that. Then maybe you should criticize him then, because he said that he would lower them on day one, and he also said that we wouldn't have any new wars. So you should probably criticize him for like the two big things that he campaigned on that he's directly going against. But you're not going to do that. When all else fails, blame California. Guys, California is to blame for gas going up everywhere, apparently. Hey, how you doing?
Hey there, Doug.
Hey,
How'd you go?
how old are you?
19.
All right, what's going on, man?
So, my opinion on this is that Trump hasn't made gas or groceries cheaper because he wants to save all the money so he can write all the love letters he can to Israel, especially to Benjamin Netanyahu. So that's my take on this.
I don't necessarily disagree with you, but you did you vote for
Thank you.
him or what?
Huh? Oh no.
Oh, all right. Let me get to somebody that did vote for him because I'm just looking for opposition here, but I don't disagree with what you said. Let me go ahead and bring it down though. Hope you have
Yes,
a good
sir.
rest of your day. Thank you, Caitlin. Hey guys, if you can send in the heart me please at the top, that'd be great. It's there like in the top left. And if y'all can keep tapping and sharing, that'd be great. And any mods in here, if you guys can help and try to bring up opposition, that would be great. I'm trying to do it myself, but there's only so much I can get to. Well, no, Kaylee. I mean, that's the big thing. If his like biggest thing that he ran on wasn't lowering grocery prices, this wouldn't be a thing that we would be talking about so much. But it was like the main thing that he ran on, and it was one of the main reasons why people voted for him. So, like, I don't know. Maybe you should probably hold him accountable. Nino, there would be no way of you knowing that unless you actually have receipts to show it. Otherwise, you're just engaging in confirmation bias. There's just no way. You can say that all you want, but there's no way that we can expect you to remember the exact same items that you bought a year ago for the exact same dollar and exact same pennies it cost. There's no way that you would remember that. And considering we don't see groceries go down over time, that also would make it not true. Groceries just don't get cheaper over time. That's not how things work. But you already know that. Great. If you made a video, come up. Let's see the receipts. I want to see the receipts of the exact items and the exact number of items. 1 year ago to now. I'd like to see that. Wild. Then he shouldn't have ran on lowering grocery prices then. You can't have it both ways. You can't vote for a guy, and you're going to claim that you didn't, but I don't believe you. People overwhelmingly voted for him because things were cheaper when he was president, so therefore they thought voting for him again would make things cheaper again. Okay? Per the exit polls, that's one of the main reasons why people voted for him, for the economy. And everybody I spoke to when I did live streams said that their pocketbook was bigger when he was president. All right? So if he didn't run on it so much, then we wouldn't be using it so much against him, but he did. So, yeah, you can't have it both ways. We're all aware presidents can't lower grocery prices. Then he shouldn't have ran on it and said every other day that Biden's making groceries more expensive and I'm going to make them cheaper. He shouldn't have said that then. And if you can't take some criticism, then, get out of the political space. If you can't take the slightest bit of criticism, you act like a baby when you do. But yeah, hit the request button at the bottom there. Looks like a pink and blue person. If you want to come up and speak about it. Raider, you can come up. We can talk about it. You can explain to me what he did to make wage growth go up. And if what you said was true, then people overwhelmingly wouldn't be viewing the economy right now and the inflation as like his worst polling numbers. Like, out of all the issues, his polling is the worst when it comes to the economy and inflation. It's like negative 30 points. Hey, user, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. How old are you?
22.
All right, what's going on?
I don't know. I think grocery prices for me have been on like a steady pace of remaining the same. And I'm a single dude, so I don't shop for a family. I think like $70 at the grocery store lasts me probably about 2 weeks.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that doesn't necessarily mean groceries aren't going up, though. I mean that just
Right. I mean,
happens over.
obviously there's probably
You're not going to notice a small percent over a shorter period of time.
right.
But the thing is,
sorry,
he
go
ran
ahead.
on it. Sorry, he ran on it. He ran on making things cheaper. I mean, that was
Yeah,
one of
but
the biggest things he ran on.
doesn't every president promise to green and deliver the black? So
I never heard Biden or Harris or any of them
I
run on
mean,
making everything cheaper.
Obama said there was going to be no invasion of Afghanistan, and next
We're
thing you
not
know,
talking
we
about
invaded
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. And then
But we're not talking about Afghanistan.
same with Joe Biden. I mean, he said he was going to
We're
stabilize the Middle East, which
we're not
I don't
talking
know if he
about
did
that
that.
though. But we're not talking about that though. But even if that was, two wrongs don't make a right. Just because one other
Yeah.
politician did something wrong, that doesn't mean it's okay for Trump to do something wrong.
No. I think though steadily the economy has kind of evened it out from the ridiculous. I mean, inflation, for example, is what 3% when it was 6% in 2022. So I think there's been a steady with the war going on that obviously doesn't help inflation because it just hurts global trade and global supply. Farmers get hurt, but when we had record breaking inflation, whether if you want to blame that on the pandemic or not, for him to be able to recover that economy and kind of stabilize it. I'm not saying it's 100% where it's going to be in a year from now when Iran has ultimately agreed to destabilize their nuclear weaponry that they're planning to use against us. I think once that stabilizes itself, we're going to have a really free-flowing market, especially in the Middle East. When they open the Strait of Hormuz.
Biden didn't end the presidency in 2022. He ended in January 25 when it was 3%, announced 3%.
Yeah, it was 3%, but I mean, we had like I said, 6% inflation in 2020 and 9%. Gradually during the election years, stuff goes down because they start to make these microtransactions to try to gain more GDP in.
Okay, but then you can't say that Trump lowered it if when he came into the presidency it was at like 3%.
I think statistically it was around like the high 3%.
I see it right here. I have the numbers right in front of me. On January 2025, when Trump became president, it was 3%.
Okay, and then what is it now?
3.8.
3.8%. So it's on a rise, but it's not as bad as during the peak presidency of the last.
I know, but we have to compare what the presidents have the ability to do. Okay, anybody who became president after COVID would have dealt with incredibly high inflation. We saw.
I think with Trump though, blocking the BlackRock from buying housing, he signed an executive order banning Blackstone from basically buying land and creating like pretty much all unaffordable housing, and he banned Blackstone from doing that in an executive order. When I think you have actions like that, that kind of speaks volume for where you want the economy to be, whether or not you're facing 15 assassination attempts and the highest elite wants you dead for releasing the Epstein files and doing all that for, the people releasing UFO files, classified documents. They want this dude dead. It's clear that the American people can see that.
Yeah. I want somebody to be dead too who raped children. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's just not proven. I mean, he's been in the court many times and they couldn't prove it. He doesn't have one child.
When has he been in court? When has he been in court for being in the e-files? Who's investigating him?
First
tell me who's investigating
he turned in Jeffrey Epstein in 2006 prior to his 2008
Misinformation.
So that's from the Attorney General.
No. Hey. It was after Jeffrey Epstein got arrested that he called.
No, so it was in 2006 he called the Attorney General.
I am talking.
And he was convicted in 2008.
I am talking. Epstein or Trump called in after he was arrested. You don't get brownie points for calling in after somebody was arrested, okay? And it doesn't matter.
He was also
Trump isn't.
Relax,
dude. Trump was in
I'm just saying.
thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of times, okay?
All right, give me one
heinous
one file
things.
Right now.
Okay, but you're not going to believe it, though. Because
there's not going to be a file. It's going to be from an unauthorized.
You're telling me he's not in there 30,000 plus times?
He wasn't physically on the island like Chuck Schumer and some of these.
I don't care about Chuck Schumer.
Delegates.
I don't care about Chuck Schumer. And when was Chuck Schumer?
He's literally the biggest Congress.
I don't give a shit about him.
He's flown the plane many times.
First of all, I don't care about Chuck Schumer.
It's all about Trump.
No, I don't.
You don't
Relax, dude.
You don't want him around.
Your cortisol is spiking right now. Relax, okay? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about Chuck Schumer. If he did stuff to little kids and he was in the e-files, I never cared about Chuck Schumer. Okay, so if he was in there, then I would say I need to be able to speak on my live stream. Is that okay?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, then stop interrupting me. Okay. If he's in there, I'm not going to go ahead and defend him head over heels like you are doing for Trump. If he's in there, he should be investigated. Yes, you are, because you're not saying that Trump should be investigated. Should Trump be investigated for being in there?
Oh yeah, and he released the files, dude.
Who's investigating?
The Department of Justice literally came out with a claim that they found no evidence against Donald Trump and being on the island.
When did they investigate?
Dude, 3 million files are out there for you to read. If you want to pull me a file,
and he's in there 30, 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 and he's in there 30,000 plus times.
Did you vote for Mamdani? Yes or no? Did you vote for Mamdani?
I'm not in New York.
Well, listen, because Mamdani's mom was actually at a party with Ghislaine Maxwell.
Dude, why are you pivoting?
That's Jeffrey Epstein's son, dude.
Relax. Hey, relax.
So listen,
his mom so excited. Relax.
Nair
Relax.
was at a party with Ghislaine Maxwell
Do
at
you
a
mind
private
again
party
if I
at her
speak on my live
house.
stream? Is that okay if I speak, or are you going to keep pivoting
Floor
to
is
everybody
yours.
else that's in the e-files except for the guy that you
Yeah, because
voted for?
there's
Isn't that
evidence.
really fucking convenient? Okay, I'm going to have to
Well, I
mute
mean,
you since you can't seem to stop over talking. Okay? All right. What I care about is somebody is in the e-files if they did something, if there's an accusation that they did something. If somebody just happened to meet him out of an event or something like that, okay, if you want to investigate it, fine. But I care more about if there's accusations if they did something inappropriate, okay? So his mom, like, there was a picture of them, like, at an event together. All right, if you want to investigate it, go for it. But if she did do something wrong, then fine. Then she should be put away too. It's not that hard. I don't understand why you keep pivoting to new things. If any of these other people did something wrong, they should also be put away. But you can't say the same thing about Trump.
I can, and I have
So
many
why
times
haven't you? Why haven't you?
he's been exonerated. He's been
By
totally
who?
exonerated by the U.S.
By
court
who?
system. The
But what
Department of
course?
Justice. They've investigated millions of files that
Tell me.
exonerated Trump. There's been no
When?
victims of the
When did they
38
exonerate
women
him?
that of the
When
38
did they
women that were.
exonerate
Can I
him?
speak? Can I
No.
speak?
When did they
Can I
exonerate him?
speak? Because
Nope.
now you're just talking over me, and we
When
don't
did they
get anywhere
exonerate
with
him?
this. I let
When
you
did they
talk. I
exonerate
let.
him?
When
When
they've
did they
investigated
exonerate
over
him?
3 million files, there
When?
has been no connection from Donald Trump to being physically on the island, like some of these other delegates in Congress
So
currently.
so so
Which you then for an example, can I speak?
no. What's going on, Erica? How you doing?
I'm good. I just wonder why he only thinks bad stuff happened on the island.
Well,
Why
at
is that?
I don't
least
know.
my
I
fish
don't
and
know.
chips have a little bit
I
of crisp to them.
Oh, there
Deal
it
with your
is.
own problems. You guys are
Can't
being
win a
taken over
I'm
by
debate till you
sorry.
mouth
immigrant.
somebody's accent.
I'm sorry. This literally
Oh,
is
well,
my
at least
problem.
my British.
This literally is my problem. Prince
Are you
Andrew is
even a
in the
U.S.
front.
citizen?
Why does that matter? We're talking about someone who literally trafficked women and young and girls across the world in order to abuse them.
Same with King
So,
James, right?
so
Or the
King
Prince of
James,
England. What was
King
his name?
King
James,
James?
Prince
what's
Harry.
King
One of the
James, the
freak.
one who wrote the Bible? That guy.
King James.
I don't know what. I don't know what.
No, we know you don't know.
Who's the guy? Inform me that Prince.
Andrew, the one that I was just talking
Yeah,
about.
exactly, and
If
he's
you
your boy.
if only you'd been listening to the words I said rather than trying to talk over me, you
You
would
don't
have
care about that,
heard.
but you care about what Trump's doing. But your
She
own
actually
I
spoke
person.
about it
do. No,
numerous
no, no.
times.
I do care. I absolutely
No,
care, and
you
I'm
don't, because
very.
he.
Excuse
You
me.
can't tell
I'm
her what she does or doesn't care about when she's telling you otherwise.
the
She has spoken
difference.
numerous times on here against him. Numerous
The
times.
different. But first of all, if I didn't care about it, I wouldn't have brought it up. I wouldn't have said his name. I'd have been trying to run away from it. Secondly, my government is actually investigating. The police here are actually investigating Prince Andrew. Your police are not investigating Donald Trump.
Because he's already been investigating
No,
it. He was
no.
literally
Well,
found.
so
He
where
had connection.
can you show us where they
Except for the
exonerated?
photos
Can you
of.
Can you
show
show
us
us
where
where?
they?
Except for the photos
Can
of
you
the.
show us where they exonerated him, please?
You can go read the 3 million files that are publicly put out there right now, and you'll see
No, no,
there's
no.
no
Show us
physical
where they
connection
said he was exonerated. Go ahead.
between linking the island. Like if you have a photo of what was his name, Prince Andrew, hovering over a little child, like average, like that's crazy, dressing her up as Snow White. But
I don't know why
What?
you saying other
you think
people did
Trump.
bad things makes Trump doing bad things better. We understand other people did
Yeah,
shitty
no,
things.
because all the Brits are weirdos. All the Brits are weird. That's why USA smoked them in 1776 when we claimed this God-forbidden country
What are
and we kicked those
you even
pedophiles out of our
talking about,
land.
The
sir?
fuck, dude? You
You
got some
Brits,
pent up
you
anger.
take off your black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. That's a
Are you
Irish
Irish? Are
tune
you
by the Wolf
Irish?
Tones.
Are you
I'm
Irish?
Irish American when my family came over
Oh,
here
so
and
you're
built America.
American. You're American. Got
Hey
you.
guys, we can get to new guest
Irish American.
at 15,000 likes. All right,
How
sorry, get
long
some
ago
Irish
did your
desperate.
American.
How long ago did your family go to the United States from Ireland?
Came over because you guys oppressed us.
No,
The
no,
Brits
no. I
oppressed us and
asked you
they
how.
stole
I'm
our
sorry. I
Oh,
asked you
poor
how
you,
long.
You
I
poor
asked
you.
you
oppressive
how long
monsters. I hate.
ago. How long ago?
So this was in the early 1700s when the Scottish and
Oh,
when
so
the Scottish and England.
you're still holding on
Listen,
to something.
Scott. When the
No, I'm
Scot.
not going to
Yeah, yeah, for
listen because you're still holding on to something from the.
you guys are snobs. Your people are snobs. That's why
He's
you're being
probably the
taken over
same
by
group of
Muslims.
people that say that people who are slaves or descendants of who were slaves shouldn't get reparations, and
Oh,
that
they
they
should
should let it go,
100% because there was black
and
slave
they should just
owners
let
like
it go,
Anthony
right?
Johnson.
But you can't let go.
Anthony Johnson was a black slave owner.
But you can't let go from something from 300 plus years ago.
I'm
But
not saying
they're allowed to let it go.
I'm not saying I should get reparations.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm still oppressed to this day, even though my
Well,
family had to come over
you're
here.
complaining about it.
Well, I'm just letting her know that.
So can I just ask a quick? Oh, hang on a sec, Corey. I just have a really quick question. You said you're all snobs and that's why you're being taken over by Muslims. If we were all snobs, why would we let anybody who's Muslim come here if we were all snobs?
Like the UK stabbing that murdered 30 innocent children by a
30? What was
Afghani.
that called?
When the asylum seeker went into the park and slaughtered all those children
There's
in
never
UK.
been that's never been a mass stabbing of 30
Is
people.
England safer today than it was in say 40s or 50s without war, of course?
Wait, literally yes, because the Germans
Literally no, because now
with bombers.
but
what I can tell you is
the London bombing.
The UK is the safest it's been for 30 years.
Okay, that's why you had the terror. That's why you've had the most terrorist attacks since the 2000s when you started importing these guys.
No, we
Yeah,
haven't.
you had you had the London car bomb.
You're
You had the
forgetting. Are you
London car
forgetting a
bomb.
group? I'm sorry. Are you forgetting a group called the IRA? That's when we had the most terrorist attacks, sir. It was the IRA.
Also,
That was in Ireland when people. That was when Ireland when people were trying to kick you guys out because you guys invaded them and you started taxing them to hell.
This was in
The IRA is the Irish Republic Army.
I am aware. This was in the 1970s and 1980s.
It was not in England. It was in Ireland.
Oh my! Right. Okay. Cool. I'm going to show you. I'm going to just give it a second. I'm just going to show you.
This is, I mean, this is American education, everybody. We've got a guy who denies that slavery was a big deal because apparently black people also own slaves, even though the overwhelming majority of
on the
slaves were white slave owners and all that other
black people. Black people were on the Mayflower. There were black captains on the Mayflower that came up.
All right, let's stay away from that topic. Please, for God's sakes. Oh my gosh! All right, 15,000 likes, guys. We can get to new guests. All right. Mind you, we started talking about Trump with the e-files, and somehow we got to this. But what is this? Look back at that.
Oh, cool. 1996. Manchester bombing by the IRA. Was that when? What year was that, user?
Look up the London car bombing.
Oh, so you're now admitting that there were bombings by the IRA.
Erica, can I ask you a question real quickly about England?
Of course you can.
Thank you. Would you say England is probably a better country for actually investigating and removing the, I don't want to say removing the royalty status, but essentially removing the royalty of Prince Andrew because of his, very clear relationship with Jeffrey Epstein? Would you say that makes England perhaps a bit better at this than the United States?
Listen, I think it took far too long coming, but I'm pleased that it's being investigated now. Arguably, because they didn't have all the files and stuff that were being held by the government, they couldn't do anything about it when they didn't have that information. But I'm certainly very pleased that they're doing it now.
That's fair. Just a different question because I kind of, maybe I'm kind of new at this whole political thing, so you'll forgive me. Would you say it's not really trustworthy when the DOJ is managed by Donald Trump's former personal defense attorney, who just happens to say, oh yeah, there's nothing to indicate that he's in the files after removing dozens of photos and redacting hundreds of files from public view and Congress that clearly implicate Donald Trump?
Oh yeah, that's called a conflict of interest, I believe, Corey.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I always forget these words. So
Hey, Hey guys, remember 15,000 likes we can get to new guest. Hey J Ro, thank you for the 3 on the blue up with the V. I really appreciate you. WJ Ro in the comments says typical MAGA bigot doesn't seem to care about the blatant crime from the president or his cohorts. Hey dummy, you MAGA weirdos don't care two shits about crimes or morality. Spare us. Not wrong. Anything else, man?
No, I think we've talked through many points in this argument.
I think we
I don't know
pivoted to a lot of
why.
points.
I don't know, Erica. Where are you from?
Does that matter? I
Well,
don't know
Part
why
of
you
the
guys always do
UK.
that. I don't know why you guys
already
always do that.
identified. You've already identified where I'm
Manchester or
from.
like what part of England?
No, have you ever been here? This is not a Manchester accent, sir.
What is it?
Not a Manchester accent. Where are you from?
United States, obviously, because I'm on a panel that's talking
hang
about our
on,
president.
whereabouts though? Whereabouts in the United States?
Smack dead in the middle.
Oh, that's
No.
funny. That's where I'm from in the UK. I'm from slap bang in the middle.
Birmingham.
No.
I don't know why you're not just telling me where you're from.
Well, you didn't just tell me where you're from,
All
so
right.
why should I tell you where I'm from?
Goodbye, guest. Oh my god. All right, let's get to the next one, guys. We are looking for ops, okay? And keep in mind, guys, I have a little over an hour and a half or so just to.
And can I also point out the topic is why hasn't Trump made gas or groceries cheaper yet? That is the topic.
I don't know how we got to where we got, to be honest. You guys can blame me though. Nino, how you doing?
Wait.
I just need to know your age, please. How old are you before we move forward?
All right. Well, I wanted to come up because
How old are you?
49.
Okay, cool. All right, so what's up?
49.
Yeah, that's fine. So what's up?
I just wanted to come up because of the e-files that you guys are talking about. And I
yeah,
agree.
sure.
The files itself should be investigated, but there is literally zero evidence that Trump has done anything to kids.
But he should be investigated. That's the only way that we would know. There's a lot of accusations in there, a lot of credible accusations. But yeah, at the end of the day, you're not going to know until he gets investigated.
Here's my question. And a lot of the accusations in there are so easily debunked that it's not even worth thinking about. I mean, for
Like
instance, every single person that has accused Trump in those files, we'll use Katie Johnson. Her BS was destroyed by liberal media in 2016 when they found out the people representing her were former Jerry Springer producers known for making up stories. Not long after that story came out,
wait, hold on.
Somehow got threatened, and that's why she dropped her case. What a coincidence!
Where did you get that from? Where did you get that from?
It was reported in 2016. I could actually I'll show you.
How do I look this up? I mean, I don't see how that makes her story any less credible, even if that were to be true. But sure, let's look it up.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Say that again.
But number one, man, there's been over like 20 plus women that have accused Trump of essaying them. Like, you're telling me all of them are lying?
I just looked up.
Are you going to sit here and tell me?
I'm sorry, Nino. I'm actually speaking.
First of all, we were talking about the e-files, okay?
I just looked up Candy Johnson, Donald Trump, Jerry Springer.
He asked me a question. I'm answering him.
I just want to know your source because you said you had it.
Let's see.
I didn't understand a word you said. For some reason, my freaking signal's not working now.
Do you mean Katie Johnson, Nino? Hello?
I do believe he said Katie Johnson. Yes.
I thought he said Candy.
I'm going to have to come back.
No, I think he said Katie.
My signal is not working correctly.
Maybe my brain just immediately auto-corrected. I guess I've had too many of these conversations.
Yeah, if your connection's not good, I suppose you can come back up. We hear you fine,
What
but
the fuck?
yeah. So I'm trying. I have this pulled up here. I see.
For whatever reason, everything is like coming in.
Okay, Nino, you may want to reboot your phone and reboot the app and then come back.
Yeah, so the only thing I see here is the connection between the legal cases and the television host
Let me
stems from
come back, guys.
okay. Stems from Norm LeBeau. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. A former producer of the Jerry Springer Show in 2016, LeBeau acted as a publicist and a promoter for the anonymous accuser using the pseudonym Al Teller. I don't see how that makes her thing any less credible, even if
But there was a guy here called Max Clifford who used to do the exact same thing, where he would like publicize people's stories prior to like going to court and stuff. I don't get it.
All right, well, let's get to the next guest. We're looking for opposition, guys. Spooky, how you doing?
Hi, sorry, I was eating my hot dogs. And I mean to get called up here in the while I was trying to eat.
You're okay. I am just looking for opposition, though, by the way. Did you vote for Trump?
No, I did not. I actually was just kind of wanting to come up here so I could tell that user guy that he is completely uneducated, had no idea what he was talking about.
I agree, but he probably wouldn't have listened to you. But I am just looking for opposition now. So go ahead and finish those hot dogs. All right, yeah, take care. Hey guys, remember I'm just looking for opposition right now. Let's bring Nino back up. He's requesting. If you guys are enjoying the live, tap the screen. Let's try to get the likes on up. Send in the heart me and click the follow button if you're joining live. Follow Corey and Erica too. Hey Nino.
Can you hear me better now or no?
We've heard you fine. I guess it was just on your end, but yeah, we hear you fine.
Oh, okay. I just had to switch because I have two different internets. I had to switch to the other one.
Okay. All right. So
anyway,
where were we at?
I said the Katie Johnson thing, and then all I kept hearing was like in and out stuff. I couldn't hear everything that was being said.
Okay. Well, yeah. So I don't see how that would make that story any less credible.
How would it be not less credible if the person that's representing her is known for making up stories about celebrities?
He wasn't representing her.
Yes, he was. She was literally the one. He was
not a lawyer.
It doesn't matter if he was a lawyer. He was behind her story. That was the point.
Behind her story, he was one of the people publicizing it because he's a publicist. And when people make these accusations against
he wasn't a publicist. He was a producer.
No, he is. I have it right here. He acted as a publicist and a promoter for her. Yes.
Yes.
I have it.
And the person.
Nino, you can do anything you want to try to discredit it, but you're going to also have to try to discredit the other 25 plus women that have also.
Okay, hold on. So we're talking about the Epstein file. Hold on. We're talking about the Epstein files right now. We can get back to the 25 women you're talking about later. We're talking about the Epstein files right now. Okay.
Sure.
Now.
So.
Another one.
Okay, sorry.
Another one is the girl that supposedly bit Trump. Now, if you actually read the entire interview like I did, her interview took place in 2019. She said it happened in 35 years before, which would put her timeline at 1984. And she said that she bit Trump and she was around Epstein and Trump at this time. It's well documented that Trump and Epstein didn't know each other before 1987. And in part of her interview, she also states that Epstein took her to and from his island. Now, everybody on the planet knows Epstein had no island properties or any island, period, until 1998, 14 years after she said he did this. All you have to do is do simple research.
What's this woman's name?
They leave it that they have they don't have her name. They just call her accuser's number, whatever.
Okay, that's unhelpful. So I could even address this one because I don't know anything about this person. So
you never heard about the accusation of the girl that said she bit Trump?
I know.
What year did you claim that they didn't have, or that what year did you claim that they were only becoming friends at? What year did they become friends according to you?
1987.
According to sources I'm looking at, including PBS, 1985, which would be in line with what she was saying. Which would be in line with what she's saying.
That's not true.
Well, that's convenient.
First of all, that's not true.
PBS. That's PBS, Rolling Stone, Al Jazeera, Time, CBC.
That's not true. That's not true. Because
okay, so what information are you privy to that everybody else is?
Aside from the fact that a lot now I haven't heard you say it, so I'm not going to say you, but a lot of people on the left constantly bring up Trump, bringing up in his interview, Trump saying that Epstein is a good guy. That interview was in 2002. During that same interview, Trump also said, I've known Epstein for 15 years. 15 years from 2002
Wait,
is what?
Wait, hold
1987.
on. So Donald Trump speaking in generalities and rounding the number of years he's known a guy is the only evidence you have that they've only known each other.
No, it's not, because also let's
Can you do something better then, please?
No, hold on. So let's also use this. You said CBS or whatever it was said that they've known each other since '85, and the one the source you're talking about is saying that they met after Trump bought Mar-a-Lago, was in November or December of 1985. This girl's timeline is 1984. So when Trump and Epstein supposedly met, based on CBS, it was almost 1986.
Okay. What's her name? Because I can't look it up without knowing.
There's no name. It doesn't bring up her name in the files.
Nino, what's the file? What's the file number?
Hold on. I would have to go on. Hold on. I don't want to go to Teacup. Hold on. Let me see if I can. I might have to go to Teacup to bring up the file number.
That's okay.
Hold on. Let me go to Teacup real quick.
Hey guys, keep tapping. We can stay on this one for a little bit. If you guys want, we can get to a new guest at 50,000 likes. I know it's a little bit away, but
I'm looking through here. I mean, I'm not seeing a clear line. Erica, you can look this up. Records. Oh, give me a second. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I'm looking at a news article right now. Records. SC woman accused Trump, Epstein of sexual abuse in the 1980s. And it also has the unclassified document there. I can give you the document number as well.
I think it's FBI 302s. I think that's what it is, but I might be mistaken.
I'm looking at 31E-NY-302-7571, serial 252. Date of entry, August 22nd, 2019.
Yeah, I think that might be the one.
So I'm not seeing 1984 in this document.
She said it happened to her 35 years before.
She said it happened to her in the 1980s.
No, she said it happened to her 35 years before.
Hold on. So I want to be very clear about this. People rounding to 5 or 0 when they're giving a general time is incredibly common. That's all you've got, so you're using exact math for colloquial discussion, especially
so now there's an excuse because her timeline is debunked.
Hold on. So you're saying her timeline was debunked, but the problem here is it's really not. In the same way that Trump obviously knew and was friends with Epstein prior to 1987 because they had a relationship going back to at least 1985, which would be greater than 15 years, but you could round to 15 years because that's what people do, right? It's really, like, I don't typically say, oh, I've known Doug for 7 months now. It's like, I've known Doug for like 6 months, a year.
There's literally no proof. There's literally no proof of Trump knowing Epstein before 87. There's no documentation. There's no photos of them together prior to 1987. There's nothing.
I have a question, Nino. Does Donald Trump have the best memory for stuff? Like, did he, for example, when shown a picture of E. Jean Carroll, say that it was his ex-wife?
Yeah, he did say that. Okay. But that photo was also decades old.
But this is also decades ago, Nino.
He also said that he never. He also said that he never even met her to begin with. So either he lies or has a bad memory.
So, like, I want to be clear about, nowhere in this document does she say 1984, 1987. She doesn't give an exact year for any of this stuff. So I'm sorry, but if the debunking is, hey, she said numbers and I did math, and those math not line up because people speak different, I'm sorry, Nino, that's not a great debunking.
That would be something you could potentially lean on if you really wanted to, if there was like no other accusations and he never said or did anything that made him look extremely suspicious of these things. All right, like if it was just like a one-off thing, maybe you can lean on that, maybe. But like, considering there's been 25 other women that have accused him of things, we know Trump has said some weird and done some weird sexual
Okay,
stuff.
you keep bringing up the women that have nothing to do with the Epstein case, but since you want to keep bringing up those 25 women,
it's a pattern of behavior.
What are the chances?
Exactly.
Hold on. What are the chances of 25 women? Okay, we'll just say a few. What are the chances out of all 25 women, not one having any proof of being around one of the most famous men on the planet for the last 40 years when they said that this happened?
All you need is one
and
for
they don't
him to
have
be a
one.
shitty person.
They don't have one.
Nina,
Out of those
we can just use
25
basic
women, not
stats here.
one.
Nina, we can just use basic stats here. We know 2 to 10% of great cases are false accusations. Let's just round up to 10 just to be very generous, okay? So let's say 10% of them are false. Great, that takes away 3 of them.
But even then,
Okay, and not out of the 25 women that accused Trump, out of the 25 women that accused Trump, not one of them said that Trump graped them. They said Trump tried to kiss me. Trump.
Eugene Carroll, literally Eugene Carroll.
Eugene Carroll's number 26. And if you want to go to Eugene Carroll's case, I can destroy that one.
I just want to point out how funny this is. This is so funny to me because it's literally like, oh, I would totally believe there was evidence. Hey, here are all the allegations. Hey, here's all the stuff that lines up. Hey, here is a literal civil suit in which Donald Trump was considered by a jury of his peers to be civilly liable for sexually essaying a woman. Right? Here is all this evidence you've got. And I'm just not going to believe it. Instead, I'm going to bitch and moan about them saying 15
what evidence
when
was
they
there in
meant
the
17.
Eugene Carroll case? What evidence was there in the Eugene Carroll case that he was even in the same building with her?
Literally pictures.
Tell me.
And witness testimony.
No, there was literally 0 pictures of them together in the building.
Nino.
Hold on. You want to bring this up? Back up your shit. You said all this evidence. What evidence was there of Eugene Carroll even in the same building with him?
Nino,
if
he didn't do it, why did he not give his DNA after 2 years of him having an opportunity to provide his DNA to show it wasn't him? Why didn't he do that?
He should have, but he did offer.
Do you think
it.
that looks really
no, it's too late.
No, he didn't.
No.
He waited until after the
at the end of the case. He did offer it, and the judge said no.
Nino, stop
being
disingenuous. He did it after the timeline in which he was. Stop it, Nino. He did it after the fact. Okay.
How much do you want to bet?
Stop it. He had 2 years to provide his DNA. I don't know about you. If I were innocent and had somebody accuse me of doing something, I would provide my DNA on day 1 to show it wasn't me. I wouldn't wait 2 years, and I wouldn't wait until after the timeline closed for me to be able to provide the DNA. You're really playing into exactly what Trump wants people to believe, right?
Okay, They
did it for gullible people like you because you just heard, oh, he tried giving his DNA, but it was after the fact. All right. So they just want people like you to believe it. That's it.
Now I'm going to throw shit at this because since the guy that brought up all the facts brought up in the case and he couldn't bring up one, let me throw you this information that was brought up in the case. Okay,
including her therapist's testimony, her friend's testimony, Donald Trump being caught in lie after lie after lie throughout the entire case.
Corey, are you saying
mixing up his own ex-wife, whom he married and presumably would be attracted to, with Eugene Carroll? We can keep going on and on and on at the stuff leveraged in the case. Again, and then, of course, there's the fact that Donald Trump...
Am I going to be allowed to talk, or is it going to be an echo room?
I was saying something, and you keep trying to interrupt me. I have let you make your silly goose
I was the one
points.
trying to talk, and he interrupted me and let you talk. Okay?
So you referred to me. I am addressing you. There is plenty of evidence to come to the conclusion that Donald Trump is civilly liable for what he did. Beyond that, again, Donald Trump openly bragging about such behavior is just one further nail in that coffin, along with everything else I've said. Now you can go.
Okay, so number one, let's go through the timeline. So we'll start with 2012 when the Law and Order episode comes out. Same store, same dressing room, same fucking story. Then when Trump decides to run for office, the audio, I don't want to say video, it was an audio of Trump saying grab him by the pee. Then in 2017, E. Jean Carroll decides to write a book, and the book comes out, I think it was in 2019, saying that Trump did this to her. So her story was literally the same thing as a 2012 Law and Order episode. Let's get no. Hold on.
Nino.
No, I have a quick question. Why was it then that she told two of her friends and a therapist about it at the time?
Okay, I'm gonna bet you, all three of you right now, she didn't tell a therapist at the time that this happened. How much do you guys want to bet this?
There's records of it.
No, there isn't.
Yes.
The only therapist she talked to was the therapist just before the case. How much do you want to bet this? They had her talk to a therapist before the case started. I'll bet all three of you $100 right now.
Wait, no, I'd agree with that bet. She did talk to a therapist before the case started because she talked to a therapist after it happened decades
There
earlier.
was literally zero therapists she talked to when the case happened, when it supposedly happened in the 90s. Show me proof. Show me proof. Show me proof. Show me proof that it says she talked to a therapist.
Nino, we don't need to because the jurors got all of it.
Oh, you don't need to now.
No,
you don't
but
need
hold on,
to now.
We don't shut up.
Oh.
Yes, we don't because the case has already been settled. This isn't an ongoing thing. The jurors got all shut up. The jurors got all of shut up. The jurors got all of the evidence, right? They're privy to more information than you, me, Corey, Erica. They've got it all, okay? And all of them agreed that he was liable, okay? So I think given that they had all of the information, I think they're more equipped to make these decisions than you or me or Erica or anybody. The same jurors that his lawyers got to pick.
You can't back up what you guys said.
Okay.
Oh,
Tammy, thank you for the kick. No, Tammy kicked him. Thank you, Tammy. Tammy. She just used a banked up kick from an older one. Thank you, Tammy. Though. Tammy in the comments.
Tammy. Wow, Tammy's been saving those up for a minute now. So you know,
yeah, I know. For the good ones.
Yeah, with the IOUs.
All right. Hey guys, we are looking for opposition though, okay? So if anybody voted for Trump, hit the request button at the bottom, please. And it's going good. And mind you, she just wrote the book, and he sued her for defamation. So in order to prove that it wasn't defamation, they then had to go to court for that reason. Her intentions were never to do it to begin with, to sue him for that. It only happened because of the defamation case.
My understanding is she didn't even mention his name in the book.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's true. Chelsea, how you doing? Chelsea. Okay. Hey guys, we are just looking for opposition again, remember, okay? The AC's loud again? God damn it. Is it really that loud where I have to turn it off? Because it gets really hot in here.
Oh, I might stay.
I would have one. It's fine.
Why don't you just pop that top off, Doug?
I might stay quiet for this one because I can't bear Tiger.
Pop that top, Doug.
How old are you?
Age date, 27, Ohio, Trump. Yep.
Okay. Well, what's going on?
Can I ask a quick question? Tiger, have you got a job yet?
No, I'm doing a Hot Boy Europe summer, and then I'm going to start in the fall.
So your mum and dad are still paying for your lifestyle, right?
No, just my mom. My dad.
Just your
my
mum.
dad doesn't give me any money. He thinks he shouldn't be giving me any money at this age.
Okay.
No, you dad.
Yeah. So, anyways, the reason why Trump hasn't made the grocery price or gas cheaper, because he's not willing to do what needs to be done, which is nationalize the industry. And that's why I'm more for authoritarian economics. Maybe it's leftism. I don't really care. But the best way to do it is just to take it over or set price controls. For example, very simple. The legislature, Congress comes together, says we're going to have gas capped at $2.99 a barrel. and you can't sell it for more, or excuse me, a gallon, and no gas station in the United States can sell it for more than that. If they choose to do so, you call the DOJ, 911, whatever you got to call. They come put the cuffs on the manager at the store. Very simple solutions. But our politicians aren't willing to do that.
But then why did he run on making these things cheaper if he's not doing it?
Well, he's going about it wrong. He's trying to play to like the good nature of these corporations when in reality he should be forcing them to set Trump should be setting the prices himself along with the legislature, aka price controls. This whole free market thing doesn't work because if you look at why gas is so much money, makes no sense. We don't buy Iran stuff to begin with because we sanction them. We're pretty much stealing Venezuela stuff right now for free.
Tiger.
And we're a big
I said I
exporter
wasn't
already.
Tiger, how is oil traded?
Globally, but it doesn't need to be.
No, but it is.
Well, it doesn't need to be.
I know, but that's
But
not what we're talking about,
it
though.
is.
Well, yeah, the question is why hasn't Trump made gas grocery cheaper? Because he's not willing to do what needs to be done. He needs to nationalize the industry. You go to Shell,
Okay, but that's not going to happen. Okay, that's not going to happen, though. Okay,
Why not,
You voted
Doug?
for because it's not. You voted for him, correct?
Yeah, I love him.
Oh, well,
Wait, so you love him, but he's not doing what needs to be done? I feel like...
Yeah, it's disappointing, but I still love him.
Why do you love him?
Well, because he's the best option we have. I mean, Democrats wouldn't do it. Kamala talked about price controls, but she never actually go through with it.
Well, he hasn't talked about it, and he's not doing it. So,
well, he's crazy enough to do it though. Like he's low key. Like if someone pissed him off enough, he'd be like, "Yeah, well, we're just gonna buy your whole industry."
Okay,
don't you think?
But what is it that he's doing?
Doug?
No, what is he doing good at?
Well, the gas or groceries not really anything. Those really aren't working.
Okay, so
I guess
why
the
do you still
drugs,
support
the smugs, the thing he's doing with Mark Cuban with weight loss. Weight loss or overweight is the number one unaliver of Americans.
Obesity?
Yeah, obesity is a huge problem for Americans because it's not just being obese. It's everything that comes with it. You're always in the hospital. There's always problems with your health.
Maybe Trump should go on Ozempic himself then, lead by example.
Yeah, I mean he's in the first tier of obese, but I think the biggest problem is the second tier, third tier obese.
Hang on. What, Tiger? Can you explain to us what first tier obese is?
I think it's your BMI is 29 to 40, and then tier 2 is 41 to 50. There's different tiers of obesity.
Are you just making
No,
no.
I don't know if it's called tier, but there are different. He's actually not wrong on that. There's
overweight,
there's different levels.
Then obese, then
obese is 30 to 35. Morbidly obese is 35 to 40. But yeah, there are technically. I don't know if it's called tier, but there's 1, 2, 3, whatever. I'll put on what it's called.
How much do you estimate Donald Trump weighs, Tiger?
I don't know, probably 250 pounds, 260 pounds.
Are you actually joking?
No, he's about that. You got to remember,
what was
Eric, he's an old man. His bones aren't very dense.
250 to 260 pounds.
Yeah, around there. He's an old man. His bones don't weigh very much. They're frail now. Older people don't weigh as much. I mean, Erica, how much do you think he weighs?
Yeah, it's class 1. It's class 1 obesity, class 2, class 3.
Yeah.
I think he's probably that height to have that stature. I think he's probably 275.
I can pull up what his BMI could be estimated. Give me a second.
Okay, I was off by 20 pounds, whatever.
Well, let's see. Sorry. So how tall is he? Do we guys think?
6'3".
That's what he reports. 6'3".
That's what he reports.
Well, I don't care what he reports. If you look at him standing next to someone who's 6'3", he is not 6'3".
I don't know if you've ever heard about people on dating apps, but a lot of guys who are 5'8" claim to be 6 foot.
He could be 6'3" in his shoes. He could be 6'3" in his shoes that have a 2-inch heel to it.
I think he's probably 6'1".
Well, so I'll give him 6'1". And what do you want to give his weight at?
I said probably 260.
I reckon more than that.
I'm saying I think it would probably be 275, but that puts him at 36 BMI, which would put him in class 2, morbidly obese.
Yeah.
Even if I give him 270, that'll still put him in class 2, morbidly obese.
Well, regardless of it, yeah, the thing he's with this GLP-1s that he's working with Mark Cuban, I guess that's cool. He's trying to get those down to like $50 a month or $100. They used to be like $1,200 when they first came out, and you could only get them if you had great insurance, or unless you had to pay out of pocket. But anyways, yeah. Why?
But if we're gonna be talking about a party that overwhelmingly wants to have healthcare to be more affordable, it's not Republicans. So
Yeah, well,
and I don't think Democrats do enough.
I think everybody wants more affordable. They just don't want the government involved with it because the government's evil.
But then why are you okay with Trump now doing it?
Well, he's not. No, he's not involved
he's
in
the
like
government.
your daily.
He's
not
government.
involved in your daily, your daily health care with your physician and paying all that. It's just specifically weight loss medication.
Okay, but hold on. The government's involved with healthcare when it comes to veterans, right? And overwhelmingly, they have very good health.
Yeah, and
they don't pay almost anything out of pocket, right? And they have certainly better healthcare than other people do. And we can also refer to other countries that do have socialized healthcare, and they do have much better healthcare outcomes than we do, significantly.
Yeah, but Doug, when you say that, who's we? Are we talking like the president of a bank? Is he going to come on this app and say, "Yeah, my healthcare sucks. It's so expensive"? Are we talking about unemployed people?
That's the problem, though, Tiger. That you've just outlined what the problem is. Why should the president of a bank be able to get healthcare, and someone who works in Walmart shouldn't be able to get healthcare?
The Walmart people get it; they get Medicaid. If you're poor enough in this country, you get Medicaid. If you're working poor, that's what Obamacare is. Obamacare was the solution for dirt poor versus wealthy. Okay, what are we gonna do about the people that work in our poor?
Obamacare was not for dirt poor people, Tyler.
No, it's working poor. Obamacare is for working poor. Dirt poor is Medicaid.
Okay, but you're proving my point even more. Number one, I don't think it went far enough at all. But two, that just showed that Democrats at least are willing to do things more so for affordable health care and accessible health care than Republicans are. So that just goes more to the point, though.
Yeah, no, I'm not up here saying that Republicans are great with health care. Democrats might be better on that, but Republican voters don't want the government programs for health care. I understand there has to be a need for some basic health care for people because that's the right thing to do. But I don't know if it should be as good as the president of a bank or someone that's paying, all these high premiums.
Why?
Because then that's just not fair.
Tiger, didn't you first come up? Okay.
Sorry, Corey. Why, Tiger?
Well, because they're paying extra for it.
Are they not both humans?
Yes, they're both humans, but let's not act like society treats them the same.
It does in the country I live in, Tiger. It does in the country I live in.
Really? You mean to tell me if the king needed to get that hospital bed that they're not going to throw off some migrant? Of course they would. His ass would be out the hospital ASAP.
Right, Tiger, first off, if you are taken by an ambulance to an emergency room here, it is a public hospital that you are taken to. Doesn't matter. In fact, Boris Johnson is a great example of this. During COVID-19, he had COVID and was treated in hospital. And he was in a public hospital bed because it was emergency care.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's how. Doesn't matter if you're the Prime Minister. If you need emergent medical care, you are treated in a public hospital. It doesn't matter if you're the CEO of a company or whether you are a houseless person on the street. You are treated the same way.
Correct, but isn't there private? I mean, for example, in this country, they have. Hold on, Erica. In this country, we have Walter Reed.
I'm sorry, Tiger. There are private hospitals, but they don't do emergent care. They don't do emergency medicine. There is no private hospital emergency care in this country. No.
In UK or America? The United States. United States has Walter Reed Hospital for
Tiger,
generals, presidents, congresspeople.
Tiger, you are the dumbest person. If I say in this country, and I'm talking about the Prime Minister,
Okay,
Where do you think
then
I'm
the
talking
UK.
about?
Well, we do things differently here. Unfortunately, we have a system where the politicians and the wealthy and the notable people get the best of the best. When Trump had COVID, he went to Walter Reed. The best doctors, the best physicians, the best medicine. If a general gets, hurt, or a four-star general or a politician, they're at Walter Reed. They're not at the
Isn't
public
Walter Reed a
hospital
VA
with all of us
hospital?
scum.
Tiger, isn't Walter Reed a VA hospital?
Yeah, but again, the
Oh, so
VA
they
is
are. Oh,
that's a
cool. Got you.
privileged
Got
class.
you.
If you're a
Got
veteran,
you.
you're a privileged
Got
class.
you.
That's
It's the
government
VA
ran.
hospital.
That's government ran, though.
Privilege. When the fuck did we become a privileged class?
Veterans are a privileged class. Of course they are.
I mean,
You know
Of
what?
course,
Privilege.
they get cheaper flights. You get to go to sit at the front of the plane. You
we don't get
get
cheaper
20%
flights.
off your
We
Five
We do
Guys
not
order.
get cheaper flights. We do not.
I
get
have
cheaper
never once gotten a cheaper flight or been
Well,
able to
you get-
sit in
what
the front of
about-
the plane. And you know what, Tyga? I don't feel very privileged when I wake up at night screaming. So I don't know, man.
Well, I don't
Okay,
want
that
you to be
doesn't
screaming. I'm just saying, you get you get an extra drink at Subway if you're a VA.
No.
if you
Oh,
got
guys,
a-
we're privileged. Guys, we're
if
privileged.
you got a military card or something.
We
I
have
don't
to get
know.
an
It's
extra
just
drink.
you guys are acting like there's no class system we have in this country. We definitely do. It's
No,
kind of fucked
no,
up.
there is, but that's totally irrelevant for being a veteran.
Hey, Steve, sorry about the missing leg, but hey, here's a free Diet Sprite on sale.
Well,
Okay.
I don't know. Those are my ideas. I don't know. I mean, yes, everybody should have some health care, but I don't know. I don't know if you can tell a politician yo, you got to wait. Jeremy's in here. He's been here. I don't know how that works.
I don't often say this, Tiger, but I think you should stop thinking. Like most people, I would say you need to think more. But I think you.
Well, most people are
just
telling me to
you,
stop breathing. You're just
you
telling me to
should.
stop thinking.
I wouldn't tell you to do that, Tiger, because I care about all people. But I do think you should stop thinking.
Okay. All right. Well, those are my thoughts.
But I would say I don't think you should stop breathing. I do think you should go apologize to every plant who has produced oxygen for you to be on this planet to breathe. I think they wasted their time and effort. But that's
You think it was a waste? You think I stole their oxygen? Well, I don't know. I just came up here to mix it up. Maybe we should nationalize, maybe not. Corey, I know you're for some nationalization.
I have a
I've
question.
heard your TikToks.
I have a question. Is that your actual photograph?
Yes, it is.
Why are your eyebrows a completely different color to your hair?
Because when you're in Florida, my hair gets naturally tanned. When I'm in Ohio, it goes all the way brown.
Your hair gets naturally tanned.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
Doesn't
what
when
it's
things
called.
tan?
Of
when
course it
things
does.
Tan, Tiger, when things tan, don't they go darker?
Your hair
Tans.
turns blonde in the summertime. Everybody
That's
knows
not
that.
called a tan. That's called bleaching, Tiger.
No, bleaching's when you literally take a color, it naturally goes blonde in the sun.
The sun.
Eric,
can
I'm telling you
bleach
about
your
my
hair.
body. Okay, if I bleach my hair or not bleach my hair, I'd tell you, oh yeah, Eric, I bleach my hair because I like
No,
the color.
Tiger, you don't
I'm just telling you that's
understand.
how it naturally
Tiger,
happens.
Tiger, you don't understand. The effect of the sun on hair rather than on skin is called bleaching. It's called sun bleached.
Then it's sun bleaches in the summer. That's what happens.
Why
And then in
don't
the
your
cold weather, it
eyebrows
goes back to
sun bleach?
brown.
Why don't your eyebrows are also hair? Why don't they sun bleach?
I don't know. They just don't.
That seems very coincidental.
Oh, okay, but what are you trying to? Are you trying to say that I dye my hair and I don't dye my eyebrows?
Yes.
No, I did.
I
don't.
just
Exactly.
I just thought you looked like a member of the Schmidt the Youth in your profile picture. That was all I was thinking.
Well, we have a look now.
I mean,
Do we have a unique look?
They had a look back in the 1930s, so yeah.
Well, they didn't even have photo. They didn't even have color in their photos back then. It was all black and white.
Oh my God!
All right, I'm leaving before this goes off the rails. Bye.
It already went off the rails.
I don't know, man. I think it went off the rails the second you came up here and said the United States should nationalize their grocery stores.
All right, let's get to the next one. Hey guys, hope everybody's having a terrific Sunday so far. If you're enjoying the live, click the follow button on the top left. Follow Corey, Erica. Show them a little bit of support if y'all can. And if you're watching on the tube, make sure you subscribe and like the live there too. Hey guys.
I hope you. Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, Doug. I hope you realise why I went. Oh no, when he came up now.
Yeah, no, I get it now. Hey, guest, what's up?
God damn
Good.
it! I'm going mute on
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
How
good. Go ahead, Corey. Go ahead. Go mute. Go mute.
how old are you? I just need to know for TikTok terms of service, please.
I'm 59, Doug.
Okay, what's going on?
Yeah. Does it bother you that Trump hasn't lowered grocery prices yet?
Well, no, I didn't think he was ever going to be able to. What's bothersome is that he ran on it, and nobody's willing to call him out that voted for him because he's not doing it. That's what's bothersome.
So you're bothered about how it affects you in your personal life, right?
No, I literally just didn't say that. What I said is I was never expecting things to go down because presidents can't control that. But he ran on that. People voted for him mostly because of that, or at least partly because of that. And he's not doing it, but nobody's willing to call him out.
Okay. So since you believe that, and that's what you say, okay, is your point that you're trying to like convince people to see things your way or a different way?
No, I want people to be able to criticize and call out somebody that they voted for.
Okay, in their personal life that affects them personally life or in their life in public?
I don't know what's so confusing about this. I want
Well,
people who voted for him to just be able to criticize the guy, constructively criticize the guy, and just acknowledge that he didn't do what he said he's going to do, and just call it out. That's it. I
I
don't think
think
that's
you
asking
already
for much.
did.
Okay, but
Well,
I didn't vote for him. It's easy for me to do that. You're struggling to do it because you voted for him.
no,
That's the issue.
no. I'm trying to figure out how to answer you, Doug, because how we feel about voting is personal, right?
Are you willing to call him out for lying? Yes or no?
Yes, I already told you that. We both agree that he lies. Can you give me a comparison since he's so bad? Who in your life has been a politician but didn't lie to you?
So other people lying doesn't excuse another
Da, da,
person
da, da,
lying.
da, no, no, stop, stop. I told you I agree with your prompt.
Okay, we're not
Can you
talking
not?
about Joe Biden here. We're not talking about Harris or Trump or Obama or any of those things. I acknowledge that, but we're not talking about other politicians. We're talking about Trump. Okay, I don't see why that's so hard to grasp.
Well, who are we comparing it to? Because we would have to have a
We're not.
perspective
We're
first.
not. We're not. I just need people to be able to criticize the guy that they voted for. That's it. I don't think that's asking for a whole lot.
So,
And I don't
are
think he's
you?
doing anything positive right now. I don't know what it is that you can praise him for, considering I don't think he's doing anything good at the moment.
Well, what's this late or this Erica that likes to overtalk you and butt in and stuff? How does she feel about it? Does it affect her?
About
But
what?
Oh, you.
our grocery prices?
Well, it does affect me, because the oil price has gone up globally, which means that my groceries are also more expensive. My government didn't do anything to cause that, and I was sitting here quietly for the whole time that you were up. I hadn't unmuted at one point, so I had definitely not overtalked you.
Well, I would disagree with you, Erica, because Doug started to introduce me and you overtalked him when he was introducing
No,
me.
okay.
But
Can I? I
I
just want to point.
understand
I'm going to
blame.
overtalk you now. I just want to point something out. I was quietly waiting for Tiger and what Doug does, and Doug, I know what Doug does, is he brings people up and starts talking to them really quickly. So I was just trying to, before he started talking to you, we both started talking at the same time. I was trying to anticipate where there would be a gap so that I could ask him a question before he started talking to you. Now, would you like to address the fact that it does actually affect my grocery prices?
Do you buy groceries in the United States?
I think she already explained it.
I believe I've already explained this. Would you like me to go
No,
through it again? Would you
yeah,
like me to go through it again?
sure, go ahead.
Okay. The global price of oil has gone up, which means transportation of groceries has gone up, even in my country. So your president has also made my grocery prices go up. Thank you, Donald Trump.
But Doug just told you that he
Erica, how did you get
knew
a violation?
that it wasn't going to, that Doug knew he wasn't going to vote for or lower gas prices. But you're over here, all the way over here, and disagreeing fundamentally in who controls grocery prices and acts like it's even a valid topic.
We're not disagreeing over that. I don't understand what you're confused on.
Well, I understand this, Doug. You're part of the problem of social media.
Oh, how so?
Okay. Well, it's this. We sued Meta. Okay. Wasn't just one person. There was people like me that understand how to expose the real enemy when you propose a fake problem.
What the fuck are
And
you
how
talking
you
about?
do that? It's easy, Doug. It's called your personality.
What the fuck are you talking about? Cranberry thing. Ooh.
0 to 10 doctors.
I don't even know.
Sorry, I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happens. What happened? Like the app just all of a sudden just exited out on my end, just out of nowhere.
You just went black for me, like the full
Um,
screen went black.
yeah, my iPad just froze and just totally exited out of the app out of nowhere. That was really weird.
I think
All right,
I think I just had a stroke. I don't know what just happened.
I don't know. Where did he go?
Well, somebody sent
Well, he's
me
in
a
bots.
galaxy. Somebody
Oh,
sent me
Here.
a galaxy, and I think he thought that you were getting the galaxy to boot him, so he dropped.
oh, okay. Yeah, thank you to who did send the galaxy. I think it was Cranberry. I appreciate it. Remember, guys,
It
it's
was
two if you do want to
Cranberry.
get to a new guest. But we can get to a new guest anyways at 50,000 likes. We have a couple on the request box, so we can get to you shortly.
Yeah. 59. And let me show
That's fine.
you
We
how
can.
Wait,
simple it is, Doug. If a billionaire decided he was going to give away half of his money, would that scare you?
What?
Okay,
What kind of question
yeah.
is that?
Because it's foreign to you and you've never heard of it happening,
What
even
are you
though
talking
the
about?
basic psychology, Doug, this is why I need you to talk to me, because it's going to support the case how you have infiltrated into a social media platform and are
I don't think
using
anybody knows what the fuck you're
I
talking about.
know I get it, Doug, but the people that you work with, that you're part of their agency, guess what?
What
You're
agency?
gonna
What
Well, Doug,
agency?
I'm not concerned about the agency you work for,
Then
Doug.
what agency do I work for?
That doesn't matter. I'm
So
not going to
wait, no, it
dox
does.
your
You can't claim.
agency.
You can't shut up. You can't claim I work for an agency and then just
There's the
blow past
person
it.
that you're going to vote for, folks.
Okay,
There's the guy you're going
can
to
you
listen
can you tell me
to.
what agency I work for? We're not going to move past this, so you're going to have to answer it.
I said, if you
We're not
work
moving past
for
it.
an agency,
Oh,
Doug.
you didn't say if.
You
That's
did not say
Oh,
false.
if.
so you were scared of the way that I said the
No,
words
nobody. Right.
because
You need to
your
be. No, no,
draw.
no.
Oh,
You need to be quiet. You need to
Don't
be. You
use
need to be quiet.
psychology.
Nobody's
Really?
using psychology. Right.
We
First
don't
of all,
shout people
first
down
of all, I'm
here
not shouting.
because
It's
we
my
don't
turn to
have
talk.
a
You're going
king.
to have
We
to
don't
relax,
have
It's
a
man.
my.
king.
It's
We
my
don't
turn to
have a
talk.
king.
It's
So
my
go
turn to
mind
talk.
your politics in
It's
your
my turn to
country.
talk. I can't even mute him because I'm not on an account that has
Exactly.
powers.
I got it. Okay, don't worry. Have you
Um.
heard the
There we
news?
go. There it is. Thank you.
Dude, if
Anyway,
you wouldn't.
And
so nobody knows what you're talking about. Please name. Doug has given you permission to name the agency that he works for. You didn't say if he works for an agency. You said the agency that you work for. So tell us which one it is.
Okay, I can't ask that question as a user if I want the information that I obtained being able to be used in a lawsuit.
Yeah, this is like, you know, when like a kid like pretends to fucking read a book and writes a paper on it. That's literally what he's
Don't be,
doing right now. He's
don't be.
like trying to come up with the longest responses possible that literally mean nothing whatsoever. J Ro, thank you for the $5 on the blue out with the V. It says Trump is literally the king of fake problems. Thank you so much, J Ro. J Ro in the comments. His responses are making zero sense. Like they are words, but they're not really making a whole lot of sense. Hey, who's this person that you constantly post about? Hey, guess what's this? Who's this person that you constantly post about? Cool Emily. Why
That's
have
the
you made like 20
trigger.
videos on her? Why have you made like 20
No,
videos on
no,
this one?
those are videos that I reposted of her live, Doug. Do you
Yeah,
have a problem supporting people on TikTok that use it
which,
to make money?
but you seem obsessed with her.
Yes
You
or
have one,
yes,
two, three,
yes.
four, five, six, seven, 8 videos
Oh,
just on the first
no,
page.
no, Doug. See, here's
Yes,
what you're doing.
I'm
Here's
just
what
wondering
you're
why you're obsessed
doing.
with her. Yeah, I'm
You're
calling her out.
using. You're
These aren't
using.
reposts. These aren't
The,
reposts. These are not reposts. I see it. It's not a repost. They're not
right,
reposts.
Doug. What are they?
They're
Are
videos
you
that you
are
have.
you are you
You can look at
scared of videos?
reposts and you can
You
look at video. I'm wondering why you're
you
obsessed with her.
yeah.
Well,
You've
no,
screen
I,
recorded. You've screen recorded her
my
and then
friend, the
posted
girl
it.
that made my website, the one I brought into this hypothetical situation that lets a person tell us what they see by their reaction and then manipulate other people for not sharing that same view.
What the hell are you
That's
talking
what you,
about?
well,
I don't know what the
Erica,
fuck he's saying.
Again, explain it to me. What is strange about that?
So many
Everything is
things.
strange. Right, I'll
So many
explain to
things.
you. I'll explain to
ISF,
you. Oh, sorry. I
ISF
feel like you just
personality.
asked me. I feel like you just asked me a question, didn't you? It's cool. So I'll answer it. There are multiple strange things that you are doing right now. One is you are using run-on sentences that don't make any sense. Secondly, you are screen recording somebody and then posting it on your account, but not giving them any credit for their videos. Thirdly, the fact that you are only doing this regarding one person screams weird. Fourthly, I just went and looked at your follower list and it's a shit show.
Hey guys, 50,000 likes. We can get to a new guest. Okay, we're looking for ops.
No, look, Erica, what is your problem with how you see things in your individual life that you're expressing with your personality? What's wrong with that?
I don't
What
have
is
a
he saying?
problem with this.
Mean?
I have
What
no
does that
clue what that
mean in
question
English? So look, you definitely said all of
What's
the
your
words you said technically were English words, but the way in which you structured your question is nonsense. Like, have
It's
you
called
taken a basic?
that's called a judger, a first person that judges the situation but
He's
doesn't
doing it again. He's
understand.
doing it again. He's doing it again.
Exactly,
To be fair,
exactly. Thank
I
you.
am
You
judging it
don't
hardcore because
understand. You don't
well,
understand. You're
I
confirming it
agree with you.
every time you overspeak me.
Wait, hold on. I'm not trying to overspeak you. I'm so confused because everything
Can
you're
you
saying is utter
define what a
nonsense.
person overspeaking is? Does it matter how loud they are or how quiet they are or what they thought you were going to do or
I
what they
can define it.
anticipated?
It's what you
Yeah,
just did to Corey. It's what you just did to Corey when Corey was speaking.
okay,
Define it.
then why can't you apply that consistently based on the person you're talking to, not who you identify with or have had some type of transference?
Hang on, didn't you come up here and say that I'd overtalk Doug? So I'm not. But that goes against what you just said, because according to you, I overtalked Doug and I overtalked you. So it's nothing to do with whether I identify with you or not.
Well, the position you have to take first is How do you see interrupting people? You guys are fucking
What?
cooked. You're fucking cooked. We will see you each individually, not from the protection of an agency, because you don't get it. You don't fucking
What?
I
you
feel
What
like
did you
he's
don't
not
listen to
telling
us
us.
even
all
get it.
individually? What are
I
you
feel like
listening
I
to
feel
us
like
all
he's about.
individually about?
Eric,
I
What?
think he's
who's
gonna tell us we're gonna. So I think he's saying we're gonna be visited tonight by three
the judges?
spirits:
Here's the
the spirit of Memorial Day futures.
scared of what they don't know
Hang
because
on,
they're too
Christmas
afraid
past,
to
Christmas
ask.
present, and Christmas future. Is that who I'm going to be visiting? I have to let you know I have a really ferocious dog, so if you're sending someone to visit me, he won't like that at all.
Yeah, why would I do that? Are you scared of words?
I
Wow, I can trigger you into believing something
At what point
just
did I
by
sound
make
triggered?
it's
At what
easy.
point at what point did I sound triggered? Can you
Yeah, because you're obviously the one who has a problem. Otherwise, you wouldn't have said a thing. You would have listened.
what the hell? I don't think you're
we've been
okay,
trying to
sir.
listen to you. No, we've been trying to listen, but you're not saying anything that makes sense to a rational human being. I'm sure in
So,
Globglarp this is making perfect sense, but like unfortunately, we're speaking the Queen's English right now,
You
and
sound like
it's
you're on
not
your
working in that language.
you sound like you're on your third day of a skiing binge. That's what it sounds like you're on.
yeah,
Like you're
you
just
know what?
making.
You can be held accountable as an individual through TikTok because you're a 1099er, aren't you?
I just feel like you're confirming just what I just said.
Oh, really? I'm confirming how liability, slander, and liable apply in the social context on social media. Let's talk about it. Oh,
Not
and
a
then
single
he
lawyer, not a
laughs. Then he
not a
laughs.
dude, not a
A person.
all right, not a single lawyer would listen to this live recording and be like, "Oh yeah, Doug was slandering you." Like nobody would take that case, man. I got some bad news for you.
Hey, Corey. I got some bad news. Okay. I would stop judging everything by how it makes you feel. And then you decide by your first reaction to tell everybody what type of personality type you are first,
When did I
introverted
ever?
or extroverted.
Hold on, sweetie. I have at no point told anybody what their personality type is. I think the only
You
thing I've said about
called a
personality.
person in
I think
public,
the. I
sweetie.
think the. Oh,
What
I've
would the
called people.
public do to you? But you
They'd
don't have
probably
the
laugh.
public here.
They'd probably laugh at the person I called sweetie because when I'm calling somebody sweetie in public, it's either somebody I'm dating, or somebody who's being a silly goose like
So
you.
you're a predator that is on an app making something that you say to them based upon how you feel, but
See
the
what's funny.
perspective you put it in, you
See what's
don't
funny.
understand.
See what's funny is that's actually slander. Like what you just said would legally be considered slander because nothing I've said would be considered to be predatory. So I'm
Oh,
sorry,
thank
sweetheart,
you.
but
Thank you so much. You just confirmed that a lawyer would fucking understand what I said, okay? Because you just use the way I talk as a way to convict me, right? You just
do we
told
have a
me a
lawyer?
lawyer,
No,
you
be
All
just
right,
quiet.
guys, we're
told
almost
me
Do
at
we
a
have a
50K. Just
lawyer
have
in
a
lawyer,
the
little more.
house?
600 more
Just
a
likes,
about.
everybody.
lawyer wouldn't take my case because he doesn't understand it, right? That's what
Well,
you just said.
so, wait, hold on. So just a point, real quick. So I didn't say a lawyer wouldn't understand it.
Okay,
They would listen to the record.
now you need to change
They
We
your
get
would listen
50K.
to this.
Goodbye.
They would. Oh, thank God.
I don't think he made one coherent sentence during that entire
So
thing.
he was more coherent when he came into my life a couple days ago, but he just kept trying to say that like because he kept trying to get on this topic of like child marriage being legalized in a couple of states in the U.S. And I'm like, okay, and he kept trying to turn it on California and be like, oh, California is the problem because of this,
Mm.
and it's just like, oh, that's not how this works, but also wrong.
Hey everyone, I hope you're having good Sunday so far. If you're joining live, click the follow button, follow Erica and Corey, show them a little bit of support if you guys can. And if you're watching on the tube, subscribe and like the live there too. Hey guest, what's up?
I guess. Oh, hi, host. How are you?
I'm
44 from
good.
Canada.
Okay. And did you happen to vote for Trump?
No. If I was in America, I would not vote for Trump. I'd vote for the blue, no matter who.
Okay. I am just looking for Trump supporters to speak to debates. So let me go ahead and bring you back down to the comments, guys. I am only looking for Trump supporters, please. Just debates, okay? Try to get to the next one here.
I haven't talked to someone like that for a really long time. I actually think those people are quite fun to talk to because there's just no making head or tail of what they're trying to do. Crazy.
And if you guys can send him to heart me as well, that'd be great if you haven't done so already.
I do just wish I had my mute button. I might go back. That was just a 10-minute one, right?
Yeah, I believe it was.
I might go
If
back
not,
to
I can
my
make you
account.
a mod on this one. There's a few people that don't mod for me anymore. I don't think that I can that I could switch out. Let me see if I can do that. Give me 1 second.
Oh, Valerie, I know you aren't all unhinged, but that I sometimes I talk to people on here and I just feel really bad for them that they're in the situation where they believe what they believe and they're so vehemently others. I'm like, meh.
All right. I'm gonna take away Kristen's mod powers from her backup account and give it to you. She's not gonna like that. All right, let's make you a mod, Erica.
Paige said you could take away ashes.
Oh, well, all right. Well, I'm good now. That's fine. All right, you're about to be modded.
I do hate how like TikTok notifies you when you lose moderator status. And it's
I
just
know.
like, no, I don't.
I know it's a sting.
I didn't need to know that.
I know.
Woohoo! I'm a moderator.
I've gotten a few messages from people when I've unmodded them in the past. Them not being too pleased about it. City, what's up?
Hey, host, how's it going?
It's going. I just need to know your age. How old are you?
Hey, 39. Oh my God, I'm almost 40. California, voted for Harris.
Okay. I am just looking for Trump supporters. What is it you wanted to? What is it you wanted to say?
He dropped.
Okay. Guys, remember,
Or
I'm
someone
only
mute
looking
him.
for. Yeah, guys, remember, just looking for Trump supporters. Okay. TikTok's been around. Is everything okay with Ash though? So somebody say she's not going to be on mod TikTok. Is he also not going to be on?
TikTok's literally like, I'm here.
Why are people? She's done. Is she just done with just a break? Yeah, fair enough. I get that. All right. Well, I guess I'll unmod her then. Second here. Where is it? All right. We have one free opening then. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. Again, I got like a little under 40 minutes left before I got to head out. But if you are opposition, hit the request button, and if you are watching on YouTube, you can call in. And we're almost at 1,000 subs on YouTube, so if you guys can subscribe, that would be great. We're like 20 away or something like that. Oh, Jax, yeah, I can make you one. I got you, Jax.
Jax is a very good mod.
Perfect.
Oh Lord, he's back.
All right, Jax, you're modded. No, is he no request one?
Back again.
I don't know. It's just like nothing he said was coherent. Like I would possibly bring him back if like we were having some sort of discussion about something, but it wasn't even a worthwhile conversation.
But Doug, Are you just saying that from your feelings about how you feel about feely feels?
Personally, I blame Doug's personality. Clearly, that's the issue.
Doug, your personality is just about you feeling the way you feel about what you see.
Oh my gosh. Oh, there.
That's
Well,
correct.
we got a few others in the
It
box
is
here.
basic psychology. That is correct.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hey, how old are you?
I'm 19.
All right. And did you vote for Trump or at least support him?
I started off as a Trump supporter, and I feel as if the way he's doing now is perfect. Let me explain why. Because not only have our prices been decreasing, but he's been instigating wars, and that's what we need.
What prices have been decreasing?
I mean, gas. I meant to say increasing. Gas is increasing. We're getting destroyed in the Middle East. That's what we need. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So wait, so you don't support him anymore then? You voted for him, but you don't support him anymore?
No, I support him. I have a MAGA hat right next to me actually. But yeah, so we're getting bombed constantly in the Middle East. We
Okay,
failed
so why do you
at
support him? Can you give me
destroying our
something
enemies.
good that you think he's doing? Give me something, because right now you're just trolling or something. Give me something good that you think he's
No,
doing.
ruining the economy is what he's doing.
Okay. And
You're
that's a
not.
good thing?
Yeah, all of his content is from the Middle East. It's not.
Okay. All right, yeah, no, it's. I'm not gonna have a serious. Clearly, we're not having a serious conversation on this stuff. The fuck was that? Oh my gosh.
I remember my first time skiing.
Olekia Air, if you talk to Yano like this again, I'll fuck you up, alright? Watch out. Watch out.
Oh my gosh. Jesus. Hello,
Salam
Yosef?
alaikum. How are you?
No. How did, like, 3 people not from the US request all at once?
Probably on a group chat or a Discord somewhere, Doug.
Yosef, you're obviously not going to come back up. I don't know why you think you re-requesting is just going to make me bring you back up. All right. Both of you guys are not coming back up. The 2 people in the request box. The have you heard the news guy? No. And Yosef, no. That's it. You guys lost your opportunity.
Have you heard the news, Doug? It's all about how you're feeling, your psychological feelings about the things you perceive. And I'm going to call a lawyer about those things. And you're very judgmental.
Well, that we were. That we were.
Very okay with the judgmental part, actually. I felt that judgment deep in my heart.
Keep tapping and sharing, everybody. Let's see if we can get to 100,000 likes before the end of the live, which is like 30-ish minutes away. We should definitely get there.
I
It's
blame
my
Doug's
agency.
agency too.
My
Yeah.
agency's fault. I don't even know what he meant by that.
I think he was trying to accuse you of being in the same, like, there's been a thing about like Parker and Dean and the agency that they may or may not be a part of. I think he thinks that we're all being run by the deep state, rather than we just come on TikTok live because for shits and giggles, you know.
I mean, if there is an agency paying them, I don't think I am even remotely big enough for them to be paying me. So,
Like Ari's more or less the agent for like politics with Matt and a few other people, and like
yeah.
he's got more followers than Matt, so like he could be.
But a TikTok agency is very different from like the kind of agency that they're talking about.
Yeah,
The TikTok agency is just like giving you tips and tricks on how to make more people watch your live and trying to make you do battles with people and stuff like that.
that's basically it, and like halfway attempt at helping appeal a violation. That's like really about it.
I mean, I hear they're actually pretty good at the violation appeals. So like, I'll give them props for that.
I mean, there's been a couple times. There's been a couple times they've helped reverse it. It's happened before. Not frequently, but it's happened.
I am in fact MI6. That is correct. Yeah. Well, at the moment I'm at home on my sofa, so right now I'm MI5. But if I ever go on vacation, then I'm MI6. I hope that clears it up for everybody.
It actually does. I appreciate that. I've been trying to figure out how the deep state works over there. It makes sense now.
Yeah, if I'm at home, MI5 are the home ones, and then MI6 are the abroad ones. So if I go on vacation, I just have to have a quick change of ID card.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, thank you.
I don't know what makes you think you're going to make more sense in the comments than you do up here, man. Like, if you made 0 cents up here, you're going to make even less sense in the comments. That's true, Dan. Yeah.
Yeah, but Dan, I took a survey one time, and TikTok told me they don't do that. So, yeah.
There's that. Nah, I don't need to block him. That's all right.
I'm not asking for any reason, but there's still a men's mental health crisis, right? I'm not asking this for any particular reason, but there is, right? That hasn't gone away.
Yes.
Okay, I was just checking.
After Popcorn came on my live and said Trump's a failure because he aligns with or he's run by the deep state, I can't say there's no mental health crisis in the United States.
Keep tapping and sharing, everybody. Again, let's try to get to 100,000 likes before the end of the live, about 30 minutes from now, okay? So if y'all keep tapping a little bit, we should definitely be able to get up there.
You know what? Since it's Memorial Day weekend, we can talk about some really controversial topics. Turkey or beef hot dogs?
I don't think I've ever had a turkey hot dog.
Or I thought they were turkey. There's usually like because there's like, or maybe it's pork. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't think I've ever had one. I've just had like regular hot dogs, whatever those are. I don't know. I can't say I can't say I really love hot dogs though. I mean, they're fine. I'll eat them if they're there, but I don't think I've ever gone out of my way to eat one.
Oh yeah, never. I literally have never gone to Portillo's because I have no interest in hot dogs. But
they have much other stuff there besides hot dogs.
Oh, they do have Italian beef, don't they? I do love a good Italian beef.
They have Italian beef. They have good burgers. If you go to some of them, they have Italian food there, like pasta and stuff like that, depending on which ones you go to.
Ooh,
and they have they have very good pasta at some of them. Yeah, like pasta type dishes. It's not that I don't like hot dogs. It's just I don't know. It's just not my like go-to thing.
Yeah, no. Like I'll do brats preferably over hot dogs. Just like a personal preference. I've never once been like, oh, we're putting hot dogs on the grill. Yay.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely like burgers over hot dogs for sure. Yeah, I mean those are good. But I don't really like condiments a whole lot, so like I don't know. I don't.
What do you mean you don't like condiments?
We've gone over this.
I
don't like
condiments.
I don't like ketchup or mustard, so I don't really put anything on a hot dog when I have one.
Oh,
I mean, it depends on what you consider a condiment. If you consider like pickles a condiment, then sure, I like them. But liquid condiments would be more accurate.
Okay, like liquid condiments. My ex-boyfriend who called it that.
I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it. So Yeah, not relish. I mean, I like pickles. Relish, not really. I mean, when I get a burger,
Wow, I
I
think
like
Have You
the.
Heard the News is taking over Doug.
What's he doing?
Oh, sorry. I think I had an internet issue. I said I think Have You Heard the News is taking over Doug because now he's just saying things that don't make sense.
Salad. It depends on the type of salad. I mean, I like dressing, yeah, but I don't know if that's considered a condiment. Maybe I'll be more specific. I don't like ketchup or mustard.
Fair enough. If I gotta have a salad, I'm a Caesar salad guy. Fantastic for me.
Caesar salad is good. I like Italian. Ranch is good.
I like a Caesar as
Balsamic
long as it
vinaigrette.
doesn't have anchovies. I don't like anchovies.
They put anchovies on Caesar salad.
I've never seen that. I actually don't
Yeah.
mind anchovies. They're actually, I mean,
Yeah.
they're salty as fuck, but I think they're pretty good.
I've
But
never
I don't think
had
I'm
them,
ever in
so
a situation in which I like run into anchovies that much. Like I probably have had anchovies like 5 times in my life.
Yeah, Caesar salad is supposed to be made with anchovies. A
Really?
lot of
I didn't
places
know that.
don't know because so many people. Oh, hi! Somebody at the door.
I think her dog just has very passionate opinions on salads and anchovies.
He doesn't like salad. I wonder whether this will be the spirit, the ghost of Christmas present, the ghost of Christmas past, and the ghost of Christmas future.
All right, let's get to this guest over here.
Oh no, it's just an Amazon delivery.
Well, there was a guest coming up. I don't know what happened.
So I looked at what my Amazon order was, and it was cans of beverage and something called face fluid. I have no idea what I ordered that is called face fluid. It's a little bit concerning. We'll have a look.
Face fluid. I'm gonna Google that. Ultra lightweight water or serum like skincare product designed to absorb instantly without leaving a greasy residue. Interesting. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. Again, if you voted for Trump, hit the request button at the bottom. And if you're watching from the tube, you can call on in, okay? Also, after my client, I'm probably gonna work out, so I may stream while I work out. If you guys have any fitness questions, but I'm gonna have to do a modified workout because my shoulder hurt it the other day, so I gotta work around it.
I'm sorry, man. That sucks. Shoulder pain's always the worst.
I've never had shoulder issues. I was doing a shoulder press the other day, and I got down to the bottom position here, and I felt like a crack right here. It felt like like when you like crack a knuckle or something. I felt it right over here, and it was weird. It didn't hurt. It just felt weird. And ever since then, it's just been feeling really odd. I wouldn't say it's pain, but it just feels weird. It's like under the collarbone. I don't know. It's never happened before, so I'm trying to rest it a little bit.
Mystery solved. It's SPF for my face.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just
That makes
sunblock.
sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I didn't know they made specifically face sunblock. I just kind of spray my entire body with the same stuff.
Yeah, same here.
Oh no, it's because face SPF goes on under makeup, so.
Oh. I'm learning so much about women today. This is this is a very educated.
I'm gonna see if it's a frozen shoulder. I don't know. Let me. Where it connects. I think it's in tight ends. Cause severe pain. Yeah, but it was a very specific thing that I did to it. So I don't know if it would be frozen shoulder, considering it looks like it's something that happens over a period of time. This was just a very specific thing that I did. Yeah, it looks like frozen shoulder only happens when it gets inflamed and it gets stiff, the joint capsule. So I guess that could happen as a result of what happened, maybe, but I don't know. We'll see. If it was that severe, I would know.
That is also true. Facial SPF is made differently, so it doesn't block pores and that kind of stuff. So you don't get acne and, you know, all of those stuffs.
Well, that's the first fucking coherent thing you've said. You're stupid and dumb. Yes. Can't spell, can't talk. Yep.
That's also incoherent is not a word.
Incoherent. I don't understand what Biden has to do with the gas prices now. I have no idea what it has to do with it, kids.
So
but you're welcome to come on up and explain.
Groceries got cheaper for the last 2 years of Biden's presidency, accounting for inflation. So, like, I mean, guys, he did do stuff that worked.
Whether Biden did or didn't do anything isn't relevant to what we're talking about right now.
Also true.
Like, they have nothing to do with each other.
Doug, you've made me want a burger now, and I don't like it.
You should have one then.
Oh, why would you want another party to be eliminated totally? That sounds like you don't like competition. That's weird. That's not very free speech of you.
Have you heard? You got to relax, man. Like, you're essentially talking to yourself at this point. I just read like the first comment for the first time in like 20 minutes.
Oh, Born, I haven't started sleep maxing yet. It didn't work out. I might go for a nap in a bit though. Mind you, it's 7:31. I don't think it's a good time to go for a nap.
Nah, the time for a nap
No.
passes after like 4 or 5. I would say.
I would say after 4, yeah. Unless you've been at work all day and you get home at like 5:30, and then you can get a quick hour, and then
You'd have to set your. I would have to set my alarm though, otherwise it would end up turning into like a 2-hour one. At that point, it's like, well,
yeah.
I guess just sleep.
But yeah, normally I do sleep max for the first couple of days of any vacation time. I'm off work this week, Doug.
Yeah, that's right. You told me. Yeah.
So normally I do that, but I think because it's really warm and the windows are open, so I can hear when like my neighbors take their cars out and stuff. That wakes me up, and you know.
Yeah.
That's a really good point, kids techie dad. What do you mean the Dumbocrats is the party of the brainless? Yeah, that's a great point. Well done, you.
Remember, guys, we're still looking for ops, all right? Hit the request button if you disagree with the background. Or the context of the background, I'll say. I guess they do drive cars, surprisingly.
They do, but the wrong way.
All right, let me see how I'm going to have to modify my workout today to work around the shoulder thing. What am I going to do? Let's see. Sunday. All right, I can do leg curl, I can do lower back extensions, leg extensions, I could do creature curls. I can do rows, that should be fine. Tricep push downs, I could do calf raises, pull downs, and I probably shouldn't do lateral raises. So I think there's only 2 exercises I can't do. I won't be able to bench, and I won't be able to do lateral raises. That's it. All right. Well, that's good.
You know, when you look at the menu of a burger place and they call their burgers things, and you're like, I have no idea what any of these things mean.
You had no idea what I said, those exercises? Is that what you're about to say?
No, don't worry, Doug. You didn't listen.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, well, I didn't know what you were saying right there.
I was just gonna say I'm in chat, so if you need any tippers, then we can help out. But yeah, no, rows should be fine for your shoulders since we think it's a supraspinatus or subscapularis issue. But if you feel anything, just stop it immediately.
Yeah, I don't suspect that's going to bother it, but I'm definitely not going to bench because I don't think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, I would say since we think it's a supraspinatus thing or a subscapularis thing, I would say try to avoid lateral raises, shrugs, anything that involves like your arm going from like a low
Here
position
to
to a
there.
high
Yeah.
position. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, there's only 2 things I won't be able to do, lateral raises and bench. Other than that, I should be fine. But anyways. Erica, you did get cut off. Oh, Erica, do you want to finish what you're saying? I know you got cut off.
Oh no, I'm looking at a menu for a burger place, and they give all their burgers like a name, but I have no idea. It's not. Just tell me what's in the fucking burger.
Yeah.
Like,
You want a description of it? Yeah.
don't call it like the French burger. What the fuck
Yeah.
is
What
a
the
French
fuck is that?
burger?
Yeah. All right, Snitch.
It
Thank
has
you. I'll message
has
you if need be while I'm working out. Okay.
blue cheese. Apparently, that's what a French burger is. Blue
Ew.
cheese.
Ew. Blue cheese is
I know.
nasty.
I'm
I
not.
know,
Yeah,
but
something
it
that I don't like blue cheese either. Just not a fan of it.
I like that. Literate Unicorn said the French burger is pretentious and weirdly underseasoned.
That's funny.
I love that so much. See, we have kind of a problem here in America where, like, some places will try to dress up a very basic burger and try to make it fancier than it needs to be. And it's just like, no, dude, first of all, stop calling it aioli, all right? I don't need that on my burger. And also, it can just be basic. You're a brewery. I'm here for beer. But also, yeah, the burger doesn't need to be anything special. It also just doesn't need to be $45.
This is true too. That's why I don't go to like Five Guys or whatever. It's insanely expensive.
It's really expensive. You say you don't like aioli on a burger. My favorite thing at university, for some reason, back in the 90s, back in the day, here, the only food that you could get delivered was pizza. When I was at university, you couldn't get pizza delivered, but you could get burgers delivered. So I always had a garlic mayo cheeseburger, which was wildly good, or / I was drunk.
Completely valid in both cases. I don't mind aioli on like on chicken sandwiches and stuff. To me, it's just like on a burger, just not my preference. I also just don't like mayonnaise on my burger.
Yeah, no, same. The only thing I like mayonnaise on, I guess, would be like tuna. Or I guess maybe a thin layer on a sandwich.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll do mayonnaise like with mustard on like a turkey sandwich or something, but like, yeah. Otherwise, I'm using it to make like a tuna salad sandwich.
Mm.
It's seeming that they name the burger for the kind of cheese that they're using. So, like the Spanish burger has manchego cheese, and the French burger has like blue cheese, and the Greek burger has feta. Who the fuck is having feta on a beef? Sure, if it's a lamb burger, but not beef. No.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Hang on, I just want to. Have you heard the news? That's bullshit. Most people's reactions are not ODD. ODD is oppositional defiance disorder, And the vast majority of people do not have oppositional defiance disorder. It is a specific disorder that needs to be diagnosed by a child psychologist or a psychologist, not by you in a comment section. Please don't do that.
I haven't had In-N-Out in a long time. I haven't lived in an area where there's been In-N-Out since like 2018 or something.
I think the last time I had In-N-Out, I was still in the military. Though the one thing I will say about In-N-Out, at least back in the day, was it may be expensive, but you also got all of the French fries in Idaho with every order.
That's what happens with Five Guys, though. You ask for a small fry, like small fries, and you're still picking the fries out of the bag like several days later. It's ridiculous. Also, what I don't like about Five Guys is it's very drippy. Yeah, what do you hold a valid degree? I just told you that it can't be diagnosed by anybody apart from a psychologist or a child psychologist. And I can tell you that because I have a license to teach young people, and I teach young people with ODD. There is no way that you are a psychologist. Not in
Of course he's not.
no way.
No. There's no way. He can't even speak into coherent sentences. He can't be a psychologist.
And even if you were a psychologist, you couldn't diagnose somebody with ODD from a TikTok live.
Yeah, an undergrad in psychology, which isn't going to mean a whole lot here. They need to not be. Yeah, exactly right. I mean, I don't know if he just joined, but that guy was on the live earlier, and just nothing he said made any sense whatsoever. Like it was very confusing, every sentence he said. Anybody doing anything fun for tomorrow?
I'm doing something with my mum. We haven't decided what yet because it's going to be really warm. We were going to go last year. Steve was here last year, and we went to Cambridge. And just outside Cambridge, there is the American Cemetery. And I said we were just like driving past it, and I said, "Do you want to go? Because it's Memorial Day." And so we pulled in, parked in a space that definitely wasn't for us. And there was a whole ceremony going on with like the the American ambassador, and they had various people there from US Air Force personnel who are based at Mildenhall and Lakenheath, and they did like the 21 gun salute and all of the stuff. So we did that. No, my understanding is not invalid because it's my personal response. It is not my personal response. It is my educated response as a licensed teacher who teaches children who have ODD. My response is that you should not be trying to diagnose people from a comment section. Who have I tried to diagnose with anything? Go ahead.
I don't think you're going to get a satisfying answer there, Erica. I don't know, Tammy. It's fine. It's whatever.
He said so only good. From the panel. You can't. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with you. Well, Rob, I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist or any of those things.
Hey, Spread, you're welcome to come on up. Okay. Just want to talk about it. I don't understand how you guys all said an hour saying presidents can't control gas prices, but apparently Biden did. It's weird that when we see gas go up years ago, and you can't point to a single thing that Biden did to make that happen, it was his fault. But now, when we can point to a direct action of Trump, apparently it's not his fault. It's weird how that works. Some groceries are cheaper, others have stayed the same. Well, no, overall grocery inflation is still like between 2 and 3%. So overall, no, things haven't gotten cheaper. You're pointing to like 2 items. There's a lot more than 2 items that constitute as groceries. We can just look at grocery inflation. Grocery and inflation. The only way groceries would have gone down or stayed the same if it was at 0% to negative. Over the last year, it's been 3.2%. So, yeah.
I have a question. Do I get fries, mac and cheese bites, or onion rings as a side?
Yes.
No,
Fries.
that's not an
Fries.
adequate. Yes, is not. Yes, is not
Fries.
an adequate answer to that. I'm afraid.
I would say fries.
Martina said onion rings. Corey said yes.
I stand by fries. I think fries are the best. I think fries are the ultimate side option.
I agree.
How you
It's pretty
decide
much-
we can. Is
pretty much
Yoda in
my
the
go-to.
comments now? Everyone else said onion rings.
Mac and
apart
cheese
from
could be
you
a pretty
two.
good side too, but it depends on how the mac and cheese is
No, it's
made.
mac and cheese bites.
Oh,
So
I wouldn't. That's just me. I wouldn't get that. But
let me see what other options there are.
I mean, mac and cheese bites are like an appetizer, but definitely not like the side you want.
yeah. Yeah, Farmer, I think we all can understand what has happened that caused gas to go on up. You're just purposely being ignorant and not wanting to accept that the guy you voted for caused it to go up because of a direct action of his. Sweet potato souffle. Sounds interesting. I like sweet potatoes. I used to not like them, but they've grown on me.
I will eat sweet potatoes. I don't understand like why they're so often used in like healthier meals though. Are they like lower in calorie or something like that compared to other sides?
They're low starch. It's carbohydrates, but it's lower in.
Yeah, there's not as big of a difference in regards to that in regular potatoes as people would make it out to be. I mean, if you look at the difference between them, we're not talking about a huge difference. I'll pull up the differences here. Sweet potatoes versus.
I'm
What's
just
it? White?
gonna
What's the other potatoes called? Yellow, white. What is it called?
white potatoes.
White. Okay.
There's russet potatoes, white potatoes, yellow potatoes, red potatoes.
You knew what I meant.
I've just muted Have You Heard the News? Because if he tries to diagnose anybody else with ODD, I'm gonna get annoyed.
Is it because it violates your personal beliefs, Erica?
It's because of my feelings about my reactions and my judging.
So calorie-wise, they're pretty much identical. Protein, there's actually a tad bit more in white potato than sweet potato. It's a little more fiber in sweet versus white. And there's more sugar, of course, in sweet. As far as the vitamins and minerals, in sweet potato, there's more vitamin A, a little more fiber, lower glycemic index. White potatoes have higher potassium and vitamin C.
That makes
there,
sense.
yeah, there's not as big of a difference between those people. People like to just view sweet potatoes as a healthy food and white potatoes not so much. I don't really think there's a major difference, really.
No, it's just the same guy because I've muted him in the comments. He now wants to come back up and talk to us instead of just being weird in the comments.
Oh my gosh.
So I eventually went for. I got some extra dill pickles. I got fries, and I got an extra portion of relish. That's what I went for.
What kind of fries
Oh,
are
and
they, though?
they're just fries.
Yeah, but
And
I don't know, but there's difference between crinkle cut and the straight ones and
I think they're probably, it didn't specify, so I'm gonna say they're just fries.
regular
And
fries. Yeah.
I also got a cheeseburger, a small cheeseburger,
Kind of cheese.
cheddar.
Hell yeah, the best cheese on a burger.
Yeah, I like Swiss cheese too on a burger.
I'll do pepper jack if I'm. Oh, sorry.
Why did you say sorry, Corey?
I think there was background noise about to happen. All right, guys, I got to wrap it up. I got to head to the gym. I got to work out a client. Like I said, I think I'll go live while I work out. So if you guys have any questions, fitness questions, or otherwise, you can ask away. Erica, Corey, anything you want to say before I drop?
I just have taken offense to something. All cheese is American. That's not true. Cheddar, literally named after a place in England. Cheddar, England. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Corey.
Yeah, I guess I'd like to really just say that American cheese is not real cheese. It's mostly just rubber, and we need to stop lying about it. Otherwise,
hang
All
on,
right.
Corey and I agree on a food-related issue.
There you go. What's this?
Everything new.
All right, I gotta drop you guys. Bye. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Give me a follow. Click the follow button on the top left. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. I am almost at 1,000 subscribers, so if you can subscribe, I would appreciate it. And like I said, I'll stream while I work out. Although it's not going to be on YouTube, though. It's just going to be on TikTok, okay? So I will see everybody.